Alright, time to get into the defense. I have two major gripes after watching this video, and one is playing man, as always. And the second thing is when we forecheck, a lot of times we have three guys in way back, and I feel that's kind of useless. I think that's better suited against players that we're going to get burned by. So, I don't know. You can argue 27 and 47. No other good player can burn us. But, well, I'll just get into it. You can see what I'm talking about. So, right off the bat, you have Derek on this guy behind the net. And basically, if you don't forecheck, you make it very easy for the other team to break out. So, obviously, these guys have all the time in the world to just... all the space, I should say, to easily break out. We have no one covering them. So again, I think that's better suited against teams where we just keep getting burned one-on-one by their defensemen. In this case, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should be able to keep up with them. They're not like phenomenal. Now this case here, maybe there's a line change. I'm not positive. There might have been some kind of line change, so maybe that's why we didn't cover them. All right, so whatever, not a big deal. But unfortunately, once you have the space to skate, that's where we're gonna get burned a little bit. Okay. So I should have played it all the way through before I kept going. Okay, hold on. So I should have pointed this out last video real quick. So Ank, I see you do this a lot. The puck will go to your backhand side. Okay, when you receive it, I suggest not crossing your hands to receive it. That is really hard. So rather than cross your hand, what you should do is shorten up, and your top hand should stick out way out right here. Alright, so I don't know. Remind me to show you that. But I noticed when we get a bad pass to your backhand, you tend to cross your hands. Okay, next scene. Alright, here. This is where stuff gets confusing. So we cough it. And at this point, we have one guy caught back. Not much you can do about that on a play like this. But, so I'm going to cover this guy. Anchor, you're right next to 47, so you should probably just skate in front of that guy and let me get this guy. So what happens instead is you go to the puck. So now I got to tail off and make sure I find a man. In that case, I guess Danny would get 47. And I would get this guy right here. I hope my mouse is highlighted because I actually don't see it highlighted. Alright, and then if you get beat by a guy, I do have to help, but someone did kind of catch up to him. I think I decided to stay on 27. So in that case, Danny, you should be more towards 47, and you can just let 27 go if you know I have him. Either way, I mean, we just have to communicate, right? So shit doesn't get too confusing. So technically here, Danny, that should be your man. So you do kind of pick him up, but yeah. So you're a little bit late. But really, it would have been easier if you just had him at this point right here, right? If you just kind of followed him up there. Especially over here. Alright, so you go towards him. Now, this guy, whose man is this guy then, right? Let's see where the hell that guy came from. He's down here somewhere. So that's probably Brandon's man. Now, one thing about Brandon, I know you play way more positionally. So what I do instead, hold on, let me pull up my rink real fast. I thought I had it open. Okay. So one thing Brandon does is, you have all four guys in here. Brandon tends to just hang back. Okay, I should put it low. And whereas if my guy goes in, I just follow him. I don't really give a shit that I'm playing defense. If my guy goes in, I'm just going to follow him so they have no breathing room. It's not like I'm going to get burned anyway. Brandon, you tend to stay back. I don't like that personally, but there's a good reason. There's a useful case for that in that you always have one or two guys back. They can't really do shit, understandably. So that's fine. If you're going to play back, that's fine. But and that's more of an ice thing to do. But if you're going to play back, that's fine. We just have to communicate, figure out who gets who. You should get the first guy coming in. So if this guy had vision, he should have hit that guy on the right. Brandon's guy. Right there. Boom. Alright, and then we would have been screwed. No, fortunately he didn't see him. Now Brandon kind of tails to him, which is good. Okay, Danny should stay on 47. Now Derek comes in. And like I always say, you're allowed to help, but just make sure you have your own responsibility. And your responsibility is the guy up top. Right, so it's not like he burned you, which is fine. But the problem is right here. Right? Might seem like a little thing. And against better teams, you get absolutely punished when you make these little fuck-ups. You have to stay with this guy right here. So don't let him give and go. That simple. Now he missed the pass, so it worked out. But once he did this, you need to skate with that guy. You can't let him burn you, even by like half a step, because the really good teams, when you play a higher division, they just absolutely wreck you for that. Alright, so that's the first defensive kind of lapse in my opinion. Just a quick thing here. I showed in the last video, but yeah, if you get picked off here, yeah, there's not much you can do. It's gonna be odd man if you're one of the guys carrying it in and you get picked off. So all we can do is just try to hustle back and catch them. Share off of face-off. So face-off assignments, point man or forwards. Make sure you get the point man. All right, I'm gonna get number 2. So number 2. Sorry, am I on the other side? Sorry, hold on. Did I make a mistake? Come on. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm supposed to get the face-off man, but I guess I'm trying to beat him to that puck. But anyway, so 47 is actually under you, which doesn't really make sense to me. You should they don't take off until we get the possession. Damn it, I'm trying to go back. So you should stay in front of him, not kind of trail off and hoping we get it. Stay in front of him until we have full possession. So 47. So now he goes in. I'm staying on the puck. Your guy is actually right here, and James probably has the other point man. And John, you should get the big guy there. And hopefully you're looking at the big guy, even though it's not very skilled. Okay. So instead, you go to this point man. Now the next mistake, he does a give and go. If they just passed it, she would have been by you. This is kind of all or nothing. I know if you pick off the pass, you might have a breakaway. But especially against good players, it's an extremely low percentage, and you're gonna get punished by this give and go. So instead, let him pass. Who gives a shit? Just stay in front of the guy. Against a shitty player, by all means, you can do the all or nothing. So his wide open. If they found it past him, we're screwed. Could I have covered him? Possibly, maybe. But I'm watching 47, I guess. Alright, so you stay on the guy, good. Now he does it again, and then he kind of overtakes you, okay? If they execute that, we're screwed. You got to stay in front of him. It's not too hard. James doesn't get burned by these guys, because he's not the fastest guy. I think that's all. Alright, so, yeah, just stop playing the pass, just stay in front of the guy, okay? With my youth kids, my youth hockey team, I do a game where we play 3-on-3, and the defense plays with no sticks, and sometimes upside down sticks. The whole point is you just gotta body him out, okay? Alright, next one. Off this face-off, it's that forechecking thing I was talking about. So, well, this one can't. Alright, this one's a little bit harder. I guess off face-off, he goes behind net, and it looks like there's a double team coming in. So you're going to cut him off here. James is chasing him. If that's the case, if you're going to do like this double team and the guy makes the pass as he should, one of you needs to haul ass back and make sure you catch a guy. Otherwise, you're going to get this where... Okay, and secondly, you have to obviously keep up with this guy too. That's even worse if you don't. So this guy's hauling ass, good. You're sort of keeping up, but he does have position on you. But you'll notice, yeah, because you did the double team, you know, we have no one on him, right? In this case, James can take this guy, I suppose, and I can take this guy on the right, which is exactly what happens. Okay, but you gotta keep up with him. Don't... Wait, is it that guy? Come on. So something happened here. Alright, so Derek, you should probably keep up with 27. All right, as best as you can at least. And once you can't, then maybe call a switch, like right there. Okay, I don't think anything too major happens after this because they just cough it. Yeah, okay. This one is somewhat inconsequential. Maybe it's because we just got off a PK. So you'll notice all 4 guys are in their zone. We have 1 up, which is, to me is useless. But again, maybe it's because we didn't realize the penalty's over. But what happens here though is what... Alright, so Anchor goes after this guy. So both of you are on 1 guy, so you can already recognize there's a problem here. On top of that, so you play the pass completely, so yeah, I think you're sort of caught behind. Okay, it looks like we have the other players okay. This guy on the left is out of position, is in a useless spot. I think that's it. We do get the puck back. Alright, but I mean, if that wasn't off a penalty kill, I'd probably be much less forgiving about that. Right, this one's actually pretty good for check here. So off face off, he gets a puck. Now, usually I would tell you to just stay on this guy. Where the hell is James? He should really be getting that puck. But I guess he kind of muffed the pass a little bit, so you went after it, so that's fine. Okay. James. Okay, I know where he's at. So James looks like he's falling. Come on. So again, you have your head turned. It's important to always watch the puck, James. Once you have your head turned, you probably could have beat everyone there. Okay, but anyway, so he goes after the puck. Good switch by James. He gets the other guy. They force it out, and we make him cough it. Okay, simple. That's what happens when you're glued to the guy. It's harder for them to pass it out. Maybe we got caught on a line change on this one. So John shoots the puck. They pick it up. They start to rush it up, and they peel back. Okay, good. So John stays on 27. Anchor should probably stay on this guy, but I think you're the one who did make the line change, so I suppose that's all right. But as usual, like I said, they have 2 guys way back there, so I mean, John staying up there is going to be kind of useless. Yeah, and then you have to pick this guy up who has like complete speed, which is a pain in the ass, because that's going to happen there. All right, now technically I have number 20, is it? Right, but I'm also kind of helping here too. I'm gonna see if that guy passes you. I gotta help out. Okay, you stay with the guy. You have the big guy. Good. Okay, it almost got a half step on John, but he just recovered enough. That little thing right there. Oof. Good player might put that away. Okay. Alright, and well, I should have said phenomenal player. A good player would have had trouble scoring on that last one. But anyway, here, when you guys see a block shot, forwards, everyone, that's a red flag for I might have to get my ass back. Block shot or a point man gets picked or something. So in this case, it's sort of this weird bouncing puck. But yeah, we need your help here. It's a 3-on-2. Now, fortunately, one of you guys can easily catch this big guy. So you should probably do it. It's a 3-on-2. Try to block the passing lane. Unfortunately, did not. Got to block that passing lane, or I guess just stay with the guy. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So John's get this guy. So yeah, there's the big man who's wide open. And though he's not like a serious threat, you still can't leave him wide open for this cookie right there. So that's one of the forwards for sure. At this point, you can kind of see who has who. John looks like he has this guy. Yeah, you can't just go right after the puck. So one of you has to kind of keep an eye on that. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think we just get the puck right back. Go. Hopefully I'm picking up in the right spot. Freaking Camtasia really screwed me, so I have to redo 2 periods. So freaking annoying. But I'll go ahead and just do it. It's got to be done. Alright, next one. So John, surprisingly, you got beat a little bit by this guy. I think he followed and you realized, oh, I better catch him. Alright, so this is what I was talking about before. Brandon backs off. I'd rather have you just stay with him. I don't know. You tell me what we should do then. If you back off, should we just leave this guy by himself, or should the forwards just let the D go? I don't know. Figure it out, I guess. You know, I like to just chase him down. I like to just stand right next to them. Because now this forecheck is absolutely useless, right? Like, it's so easy for them to break out now. Now I say that and they fuck up the breakout anyway. Just a quick little thing on the face-off, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit later too. But we go in. He has full control. Now if we double team here, just know if he gets that out, you guys got to haul ass back, okay? Because that's going to be an odd man. You got two guys in deep. It should be a 3-on-2, okay, if they execute correctly. But they don't. Okay, here's a good example, actually, of it again. So he wheels back, full control. We have Anchor going to him, but then Brandon actually steps up. So just know he gets that through. It should be a 3-on-2, but he, for whatever reason, I think he made the wrong pass because he tried to hit the deep guy. Okay, another small thing here. By the way, James actually wraps it. I was actually anticipating that puck to bounce off that board. You know, to bounce towards the middle, and it didn't, which is why I missed. But the key thing is right here. So James is dinging up on him. So it's up to you, John, to figure out, do I need to help him or not? So that is always rough. Ideally, we need to have these other guys covered. We have three just kind of watching the puck. So one guy needs to be on him, and more importantly, it's the guy who drops in. I think it's 47 who drops in, who's wide open. And it's going to be right here, right? So he has a really good look right there. So one of us probably should, at least one guy should step out and find some other man. We're off the face-off. You can see them. I mean, this isn't really a rule, I guess. You're a defenseman. I don't know if it should matter. But, yeah, you should kind of be aware if they take it, you need to already be going back. You do react, though. You do react like, oh, shit, I better grab that guy, which is good. Because I think you blocked this pass, too. But ideally, you kind of anticipate that to begin with. Okay, but the main thing is right here. A very small thing right here. So Danny, he passes, and then you move over. Or you're watching this guy. Just stay with the other dude. If you're going to switch, I highly recommend not to switch unless, I don't know, there's like a better player matchup. But James is already on 47. So the problem is, so you have your back turned to 27. Okay, so James rightfully goes after 47. And this guy has a slight step on you. So if that guy could just tip pass it to him, then it's a 2-on-1. So I don't know how you got caught. But really, after he passed it, you kind of turn towards the puck instead of just turning the other way. And so, yeah, James now kind of comes in. I mean, his guy's still back there, so his technically is still okay. Right, okay, and I guess that's it. But just these little things add up, guys. Next. Again, just a little minor thing there. Alright, your guy's here. Your guy's here, and he passes. There's no reason for you to go that way, okay? You can help, but your responsibility is this guy. It doesn't really matter right here. Hold on. So we're gonna cough up the puck real fast. I'll just skip ahead to get it back. And this is what I want to see here. So we do good here. So you see Derek here, I'm on 20. I think Anchor's on 15, but get in his face. The guy's not going to burn you or anything, so I would just scoot sorry about those texts. I would just scoot right in his face, because Derek does a good job forechecking, makes him cough it, but unfortunately, yeah, we're too far from the play by now. So I would have just gone in his face, and then by then, obviously my guy was here, but I'm going to rotate here because, you know, he kind of got ahead of you guys. But I take the puck back. Next, here's a rush that turns into a break. 2-on-1, and this is what you guys got to do too. This is a great job hauling your ass back. As soon as he saw the pickoff, he's hauling butt back. That's what the forwards need to do too. All right, so the question is here, right? James kind of gets beat, but is still in the guy's kitchen. So you'll see, John and I have the guys back here. James has this guy, and Danny should have this guy down here. All right, I hope you know you have him. Now James sort of gets beat, but he does recover. He does recover, and the guy didn't handle it clean. So now you have to, I don't know, you guys got to kind of communicate. One of you can't just leave this guy open. Yeah, and so I think we're running around a little bit. Okay, so here is good. James, good job. See, he's not really going after 47 that much. He doesn't have to. His guy's over here. The worst thing would be if James like just try to take it and let this guy just walk in by himself. That would be really bad. So very good. Damn, my phone's going off a lot. That might be you guys actually. Talking about getting a goalie right now. Okay, so perfect. I do the same thing. James stays with him. See, look, I might have said this earlier. I can't remember because I'm re-recording this, but defense, you don't have to be particularly skilled or use a ton of effort. It's just being smart. James is keeping up with this guy, no problem. That means you guys should be able to do it too. Right? No knock on you, James, but I'm sure like Derek is faster than you, right? So, okay, and then we made him cough up the puck, right? Simple, really simple, guys. I might have mentioned this in the offense video, but you make that pass. I think I did. I'll repeat it just in case. But once you make that pass, you should be rotating this way. You should be the last guy back. But with that said, great job back checking from Danny. He caught his ass. And John. Make him roll back. Now, it's kind of hard because you're going full speed this way. But if one of you can turn and keep up with them, that would be great. I don't know if this is the best line change because now they have a clear cut like 4-on-3. Should have done it maybe a little bit sooner. Okay, and well, I guess they didn't particularly utilize it, but it's still 4-on-3 nonetheless. Next play. This guy hangs on to the puck. Alright, so you know we're a little bit caught if you're the last guy back, so hurry up and catch one of these guys, probably the 47 Derek. Right? Yeah, you're still kind of nowhere in the screen. You should probably be in there somewhere. Now, this is a little bit difficult, but I think John might have been kind of helping Danny here. Your guy is actually number 2 right here. And he's the one that's going to have the open shot. So Derek does get back in time. Okay, now you tail that way. You should probably be staying here, okay? And, well, he got burned up, so that's a little bit tough. Well, hard to say whether you should help or not, but yeah, that guy's left wide open now, right? So, I mean, it happened to work out that Danny sort of got burned, okay? That you were there to help. So that was a little bit, a little unique, I guess. Alright, next one. We do a pretty good job at the beginning. And it tails off. So, this is what I advocate not doing. So he has a puck and you're on him, and then he passes across, and then you go to the puck. Here it doesn't really matter, but as a habit, I wouldn't do that. The other player should be on him. In this case, fine. If you're gonna switch, then just make sure you call it out. So here we do a good job just staying on the man, right? And it's hard for them to break out. They do this like shitty breakout, as you'll see. I'm on 20, as you'll see me come in. Okay. Derek is still following 47. Perfect. So you make kind of this forced pass here. Now, unfortunately, what happens here, though, is so Derek peels off thinking Brandon's going to get it. Brandon pinched there. I don't know if that's a good pinch. It's a little bit risky, but he left his man to do it. I'm caught because I have number 20 up here somewhere. So that's I'm looking back and thinking, wait, what the hell is going on? Like in the game, I was thinking that. So... yeah, he gets beat. Yeah, if you got a pinch, you gotta get it. And unfortunately, you peeled the wrong way. You should just assume he's gonna miss. You gotta play a little bit cautious. And rather than go this way, because the reward is, what, a 3-on-2 maybe, versus the risk is a 2-on-1, which is pretty bad. So instead of kind of rolling up, I would just roll down and cover Brandon. Now I see this, so I'll have to haul my ass back. Which, yep, we do just in time. 27. Is that Derek Scott, Anchor's guy? Good. Okay, but you gotta keep following. So we have someone on him, no one on 47. Running around a little bit, guys. Running around. Chickens with their heads cut off. Alright, that's it for that one. Alright, brutal sequence coming up here. Alright, so he peels back. Alright, so you got that 2 guys on 1. That's a problem. Remember, he gets it out. We're effed. You better haul ass back if you miss. And unfortunately, he beats both of you. Not the 4-on-2, but luckily both these guys are way back there. Alright, now the problem though is one of you two, I think both of you just kind of gave up once he skated up. You have to, one of you should at least haul your butt back to catch 27, as you'll see him come in soon. Which is right there. So that is one of you probably should have caught. So maybe you were fatigued, I don't know. Alright, and I do the shitty clear, as I talked about last video. Okay, so James steps on. Stays on 20. Now, you know, as much as, I don't know, some of you shit on James, especially you, Adam, I'm sorry, James is one of the most responsible defensively, at least in terms of just one-on-one. Sticks with the guy, and he just stays on. It's that simple. It really is. Okay, look, they do this shitty breakout. Ah, that's good defense there, guys. I won't show that one. Nothing happens after this. That's not why I'm not showing it. Here's the first defensive clip in the 3rd period. Alright, so here we see one guy forechecking. No one else around, right? So I guess we're just going to let him walk in. D him up when they all come into the zone. Not my preference. Fine. See, so they're doing the same deal we do, where they just get it, they shoot, put up the first shit shot they can. And then, well, especially against a good goal, you're not going to really work. Okay, I guess they have a rebound chance there. Alright, but the key part comes here. Alright, Derek on 27, John on this guy. Alright, so rather than switch players right here, because you're going to see, I think it was James who gets... Yeah, I think that was James's player. So unfortunately, he was kind of following that guy, but because you moved to him, now we're going to get caught, unfortunately. So James just had to haul ass back. But yeah, see, I mean... 3-on-1? Yeah, okay. How did the hell did 3-on-1 happen? Okay, I get it. Yeah, there's not really much you can do about that, because you went for the all or nothing. You just have to stay with the guy. James is originally with 20, so we would have been fine. Right? Well, had a grade A opportunity there. Okay, and then John, you probably did exactly, this is a rare slip-up by John, in my opinion. You should have just stayed with 47. Fortunately, you did pick off this pass, if someone else should have gone to 27. And did we get after? I think so. Hold on. I don't know. Let me run it through real fast. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, now we got it. Alright, sorry. Okay. I'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, here we get caught in a rush. Not much we can do here, but good. Way to hustle back. Brandon's on 15. And whether to help here or not, I guess you made a good decision of not sticking with 15, I suppose. We can't just neglect this guy though, right? So once Brandon picks up your man, if you guys get burned, by the way, just try to find a different man to pick up. So in this case, yeah, I mean, not super threatening him by any means. But this part was pretty good. So he gets the puck. Passes. Okay, so you started moving over, but you changed your mind, which is good. This is what we want. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so I have this guy. Anchor, you have that guy. Good. I say that guy. Sorry, my mouth. I should point it. Okay. Not going to make a real attempt, because I'm just going to follow my guy. Okay, Derek is in his kitchen. That's fine. And you just get physically beat here, but you were pretty persistent. As far as mentally, this is perfectly executed. Okay, and then we did get the puck back, so good job there. Gonna start this one here where they have possession, they take a shot, and you're gonna see they're gonna control it just for a little bit. Oh, it's actually okay. Sorry, I didn't want to show it here. All right, so he shoots it, he gets his own rebound, and we're all looking at the puck, right? We need to pick someone up, so someone needs to pick this guy up, and that's probably gonna be Brandon, since they're, we got John covering him, James on this guy, so you just have to look up, catch another guy. So what you don't want to do though is have your back turned, so he just sneaks in and he makes a pretty good pass to the open man. Easy game, right? Okay. Then Danny stays on 27. Then they do the scissor, and when they scissor, you don't want to fall for this. I know what you're doing. You're anticipating a drop pass. But unfortunately he passed you, and that probably messed up John too, because I'm pretty sure he was going after 47, and so he got caught by like half a step there, but he did recover okay. And yeah, I think Adam just covers the puck right here. It's a little minor thing there. Another minor thing here. Sort of lose the face off, go to point man, perfect. He tripped him, then he didn't get the call. But yeah, you don't want to keep skating though. You gotta go back. I think you recognize it after, because oh man, they could have executed. That would have been pretty sick. But after he fell, you probably just should have stayed with him. Here's a forecheck example. I'm forechecking. Fortunately, these two guys are wide open, so I guess it doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. We're just gonna back off. Yeah, so I mean, you know how I feel about this. I feel like we should be pressing up on them. But if we're going to sit back, I might as well sit back too. So it gets a little bit confusing here too, right? Like, who the hell are we picking up? Both guys go to the puck. 47 sort of open. I guess Danny has 20? I don't know. I mean, shit, dude. So if we're going to wait into the zone, we need to have a plan of who we're guarding too. Like typically the first two, in ice hockey we refer as to F1, the guy with the puck is usually the first guy to enter the zone. F1 should be a defenseman getting him. F2 goes to the far post. Another D should be getting him, and then F3 would be the other forward. The other forward should be covering F3 is what I'm saying. So either way, it's confusing as hell, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like we're making it harder on ourselves. This part's a little bit better. I'm on him. Notice I stop and I just turn with him so he doesn't just give and go. Danny's on 20, anchor on this 47. Perfect. Perfect. Good. And we get possession. Alright, I think this is the last one here. Just a little tidbit. I might show this other one, I'm not sure. The offensive video. But as soon as he coughs it, you forwards got to haul ass back right away. So, I mean, it took him a while to gather the puck, and yeah, I guess you guys are tired or something. So, I mean, they would have executed. We would have got caught, right? Right. Let me check the rest. I think that was the last one, though. Okay, yeah, so that was the last defensive clip I wanted to show. No point in showing that goal they scored. It was just miscommunication on Switch. But overall, I guess the third period wasn't as bad as I thought originally. But yeah, let's work on a little team defense, huh? I feel that part can pick it up, just staying with the man for the most part. And what the hell else am I missing? Oh, the forecheck, right? It's just when we forecheck, get in their face. If you guys don't want to do that, I don't know. Let me know a different option. Alright, guys. See you in the next video.